what is the MITRE-Matrix? MITRE is a non-profit organization in the United States that does research, and amongst other things, they also do cybersecurity research. Now, what happened initially in the industry is that security professionals were looking for models to categorize and visualize how cyber attacks were being conducted. And they were looking at creating sort of visualization tools for communication purposes to be able to impart to other people how cyber attacks happen and how to ultimately defend against them. And so initially, an organization called Lockheed Martin created something called the cyber kill chain that sort of gave phases to a cyber attack. It said, you know, an attacker would do number one this phase, and then they would do this phase, and they would do this phase. And under each phases, they could use this technique and that technique and that technique. So that was kind of the first sort of model to think about how an attack would happen from, you know, the brainstorming of the attack all the way to the execution and the accomplishment of the adversary completing their mission. And MITRE came along and really took this to a whole new level. They created the attack matrix. And what it is you can just Google it, and it's kind of a table that gives you phases, broad phases that an adversary would go through when they conduct an attack. And under every phase, they've documented many of the techniques that are publicly known techniques as to how a phase can be achieved by an attacker. Now, the information in this table is, think of it as more of a communication tool. It doesn't, you can't really use the MITRE framework to, or I've called it framework, to tell you that it's not a framework. You can't use the MITRE matrix as a framework to really design a cyber defense strategy. But what it is it allows you to do things like communicate better with your team. It allows you to, for example, assess security products and see, okay, well, if we did this attack in this phase, was it able to detect that? And so it's a great visualization and communication tool that you can use to put everybody on the same page, or you can use as a way to standardize some defensive activities that you're doing. And so that's what the MITRE Matrix is. You should research it. You should certainly click on all of the attack techniques and tactics that they're talking about and read about them and learn about them. It's kind of a great sort of way to learn more about how cyber adversaries do what they do. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. If you've liked this video, the next step for you is to register on our online learning platform to learn practical skills that will get you a job in the industry. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.